Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all really well. This haul video is from Comic-Con. It was the MCM London 2024 Comic-Con yesterday. Matt and I went, he bought me tickets for my birthday. We've never been to a Comic-Con before. We did the Star Wars celebration last year and I did a haul from that video, which I'll share above if you're interested. But this is our first ever Comic-Con. We bought a fair few things, but we didn't go too mad. I do think I was a little bit more cautious having known how much I ended up spending at Star Wars Celebration. But without much further ado, let me share with you what we did pick up. So I'm going to start off with the things that Matt bought. So Matt picked up some Funko Pops, and if you are a regular on my channel, you'll know that he absolutely loves Funkos, but more importantly, he loves Darth Vader. And we saw this one on one of the stalls, and he doesn't have this one. And then the guy that owned the stall showed him this one and then said, oh, I'll do you a deal if you want them. So he actually bought these both for £22. We got this one for 12 quid. We definitely don't think he's got this Darth Vader. So all the Darth Vaders he has have a different pose. This one, he's holding the lightsaber in front of him. I don't think you'll see very well in the box, but there you go. And this one, it's like a weird kind of print on it. It's a bit of a special edition. The box is more damaged on this one, which is obviously why it was a cheaper price. But Matt's really happy for £22. We don't keep them in the boxes. He takes them out and he displays them on his cabinet. So yeah, he's really happy with those. And the other Darth Vader thing that he picked up, I'm not sure how well you'll see this on the camera here, but I'll insert some footage of it on the table if that's easier. He picked up this Darth Vader figurine. There was a stall called Greenfield Studio and they did lots of figures like this. So this is quite tall, hence why I'm going to put some different footage of this. And they did all sorts of movie figures. They did, there was loads of Thor, there was lots of all the Marvel characters, to be fair. There was Predator, Venom. There were even some Harry Potter ones. But Matt saw this quite early on the day, said, oh, I'll wait. We went there on the way back to the car and it was still there. It was £60. Matt was really happy to pick this up. So that's what he got. And it's going to go either in his room or down in the shed once we turn it into a little bit of a den, which is what I sort of shared with you in my last, it wasn't my last video, in the clearing out the shed video. I also picked up 2 more Funko Pops for my friend Pete. He collects the Venomized ones. And we'd seen a Venomized Gwenpool as we were walking around, but it was £20 and he said, oh, I don't really want to pay that. Then we saw in Critical Hit, we saw it for £13, and we also saw there the Venom Pool with phone, which is an exclusive. This is a special edition, that's an exclusive. And he, as I say, absolutely loves these. So he asked me to pick these up for him, which is what I've done. So when I next see him, I've still got his Venomized Jack-o'-lantern as well. So I need to give him all 3 pops and then he'll give me the money for these 2. So yeah, pick those up for him from Critical Hit. And then everything else that was bought was for me. I didn't spend too much on any individual stall, but I bought a few things. So I'll start off with this here. So this was on Harp's Core Gaming Accessories. Now they do like 3D wall art and coasters and different things like that. But I really liked them on Instagram. And when I saw them in person, I just wasn't sure that they were my vibe, if that makes sense. They were beautiful. They were brilliantly made. I just don't think they're me. So I didn't pick any of those up, but they had like a tombola, like I spin the giant dice and get a mystery bag, so I couldn't resist. But it was a tenner, to be fair. Actually, at the time it was the first thing I'd bought, so I got a bit excited. Now I'm going to be honest with you, I have actually had a sneaky peek in this one, because you got more than a set of dice. You actually got a couple of other little bits in there. So let me pull out these things first. So there's a little leaflet for their company, which I'm hoping might have a little discount. Oh, these are the coasters that I was talking about. Beautiful though, don't get me wrong. Then there was a wooden figure and a wooden pin. So the little wooden figure that we got was this one. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, if I'm honest, when I first opened it. It makes me think of kind of, you know, like those Rick and Morty, Bob's Burgers types things, and it's not really my scene, but one of my friends will have that. And then that is the pin badge that I got. So yeah, those are the 2 things that I got in the bag. And then these are the dice themselves. So they are really nice. Kind of green and orange and clear with some glitter in them. I do have a dice tray there if I need to show them in that. Let me move a couple of these bits around. Oh, I've got loads of stuff in this room, so it's a bit cramped where I am at the minute. So those are the dice themselves. Yeah, I don't think I would have chosen these if they were on a wall, and that's the risk that you get on mystery dice. They're really nice though, they are really nice dice, but I feel like they don't suit any of my current sort of players or ideas I have for campaigns at the moment, but that's not to say that they won't forever. Then I went to a stall called Bunny's Beads, so that's the little information from them, and I bought some jewellery on that stall. So I picked up, oh, it's come off, I picked up a pair of dangly earrings with D20s, and there was also a necklace. I just didn't wind it all the way back on to the card. I love the fact that she displayed literally everything on tarot cards or playing cards. Well, they were actually upside down because they were hanging from a stand like that. They were £6 each. It was 4 items for £20, and I nearly bought 4 things just because it seemed like a really good deal. But these were the only 2 I really wanted, so I just picked up these. So it cost me £12, and I did actually put them on yesterday. I was wearing them all day, and I got quite a lot of compliments of the earrings. I don't think you could really see the necklace because I was wearing green. I also had the Comic-Con lanyard around my neck. I'll insert a little picture of me with a giant D20 in case you're interested, but that was me at Comic-Con, and yes, you didn't really notice the necklace so much, but I did get quite a few comments on the earrings. Then I went to the die shop online. Now, they had all of their gemstone and glass dice, and they were absolutely stunning, but I just wasn't in the market yesterday for buying a really expensive set. And if I'm going to get another really expensive set of dice, I really want the glass prismatic ones because they are absolutely beautiful, or some sort of moonstone or something. So I didn't pick any of those up, but they had on the side of the stalls those kind of machines that you put £1 in, you turn the coin, like the handle, and then a set of dice kind of pop out. So I did the full set of dice, and then I did 2 sets of the mini dice. They were £2 a go. I did not get very lucky. My luck was not in yesterday. Considering the last lot of lucky bags I opened from Ramsgate, I got so many good sets. I wasn't really in a lucky frame yesterday. Oh, now I can't open it. So these ones were the dice that I got that were a full set. So I'll probably sell these because I actually already have these ones. So I'll just sell these ones on. That's not a problem. So I've got those ones for £2. And then these are the these are the 2 mini sets. So the first set I got was this red set. There were 2 little mini machines, and I said to Matt, do I use the same machine twice, or do I do 1 on each machine? And he said, do 1 on each machine. Man, shouldn't have done that. These are the first set that I got. Now, they are super cute. I do love anything that's sort of super tiny. And we were saying about playing these if you were like a halfling or something, but then my friend said the other way, you'd have to use tiny dice if you were a really big character, and really big dice if you were a tiny character, which we thought was funny. But yeah, so they cost me £2. I'll probably sell those ones, and then I'm definitely going to sell these ones just because they're not really I like translucent and glittery dice, and these are kind of pearl. They're like an army green. They are nice dice, there's nothing wrong with them, they're just not really my colour scheme. So yeah, they were £2. The way I see it, it's like a scratch card, isn't it? Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, and I did not win yesterday on any of those, but they cost me £2 a set, so I enjoyed playing. Then I went to a shop called Fabled Rolls, and we actually met up with some friends when we were there, and they kind of stood chatting while I just went off on an absolute just discovery of all of these dice, and I ended up only buying 2. I was trying to be quite contained, shall we say. So the first thing I picked up was this dice bag. I've been looking at this online. There was a website, I can't even think what it was called, that was carrying this. But I saw it at Comic-Con and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to pick it up there. It was £18, and it's one of those ones that when you open it up, it's absolutely massive inside, and it's got 7 compartments. So you can either put a set of dice per compartment, or what my friend does is he puts like all of his D8s, all of his D4s, etc. So all of my special dice are contained in like clear containers or in character boxes, but all of those kind of random dice that I've got from mystery boxes and things like that that aren't necessarily for a character, I'm going to store in this bag. So I absolutely love this. I'm so happy I picked this up. Actually, this might be my favourite purchase. And then from there I picked up 2 sets of dice. So I'll just show you, that is their website. and I only picked up 2 sets of dice. I picked up a few while I was in there, but I put most of them back and only bought these 2. Now, these were the first ones I picked up, and you know me, I love anything green or turquoise. I love anything glittery and elvish, and I just really liked these. I'm not really bothered by the dice bag because I'll probably just go in the big one. But I like the idea that this company make them and you get a dice bag in a corresponding colour to every dice set that you make. These ones were £10. And they've got like a little bit of like a whitish pink in some of them, but I thought they were cute, and they got like a blue glitter. These ones I liked even more, and I have a feeling I've got these in my basket on Beholder's Gaze for the same price, but I just got excited and wanted to pick them up when I was there. These were £8. I actually now that I've got home, I prefer these ones to these ones, which is strange seeing as I actually paid less for them, but yeah, I much prefer these ones. I was trying to be controlled, but it is hard when there's literally like 400 sets of dice and you're someone like me who loves dice to be like, I'll only get these ones. I then went to another store, and this store was called Glassstaff. And John, if you're watching, can you just look away for a couple of minutes? Just fast forward. Just don't watch for a second. My friend John's been really, really poorly. And so I picked something up for myself, but I also bought him one when I was there because I thought he would really appreciate this. And I thought it might cheer him up as he's not been well. So these were £8.50, and it's like a 3D printed little set. And what you got is you got the bag, you got a grave, you got a tombstone, a shovel, and a dice. And what it is it's like a little dice gel. If you have a dice that rolls poorly, you have your tombstone in the grave and your little shovel in there, and then you would put your doomed dice. It's like just a really fun take on a on like a dice jail. So he has 2 sayings that he always says. This is one of them. I won't say it in case you have little kiddies in your room, but that's one of them. And the other one that he often says is, "You're dead to me." So I got the purple set for me, and then I got this set for him. So it's like a blue grave. This one says "dead to me." And I got a different colour shovel on this one. You got to choose all the different pieces to put them all together, which I thought was quite fun. And then that's the dice I picked for him. It's like blue and red. And then that was the one I picked up for me, just because you got the 3 dice and I liked it from this side. It was really glittery. So yeah, so I've got 2 of those, so we can keep them on our D&D table. And then when he's really unhappy with a dice, he can put it in the little grave. I thought that was really, really fun. As I say, they were £8.50. I could probably print them in plain grey, but I can't print them in these fun colours because I can't do that. So yeah, picked those up, and that was from Glassstaff. Then I went to a shop called, I've only got 3 more stores to share with you. I went to a store called Barrel of Dice, and there literally was a huge barrel of dice. So at first I was trying to make sets because you know me, I prefer getting my dice as a set, but I was finding that really, really difficult. So in the end, I decided to just pick up some D20s because I want to try and make earrings and necklaces like I bought at Bunny's Beads. So you could buy a small cup was £10 and a large cup was £20. So this is my large cup. Now this is going to make a bit of a racket, and I apologise because it's very, very full. But my entire cup is full of dice. I managed to get a set of these because I haven't got these and I really, really liked the colour. So I picked them up for myself. I picked up a purple set and a pink set because I was able to make sets of those. I thought those ones I'll pass along. And then everything else is a D20 pretty much, except for a few that I just really, really liked. That I ended up just to fill up the box because I was struggling to find enough D20s. I just picked up a few little glittery ones. I tried to make pairs. So there's a pair of those. There's a pair of those. There's a pair of those. I think there's one extra though, because I thought if I use these ones first to try and make necklaces and earrings, if they mess up I'm not too bothered, and if they don't then brilliant. But yeah, I just tried to get 2 of ones if I couldn't get a set. So I got all of these dice for £20, which is really, really good. Lots of other people were just literally getting their cup and scooping because that's the point of kind of this type of thing. But I can't do that. That's just not me. It's not how I roll, quite literally. So that's what I picked up. So excuse the noise. I'm just going to scoot them out the way. And that was all on one side of Comic-Con. And then we went to the other side and I found a store called Crafts and Wonders. And I picked up 2 more sets of dice. You know there's a theme. Which were these 2 sets. So these were the set that I was desperately trying to make, essentially, at this store. And they had this set at Barrel of Dice, but it was £12.99, and I managed to get these for £7. So I was really happy with that. I'm hoping not to rip the bag, just because I could always reuse these for something. So yeah, so that is one of the sets that I picked up. And for £7, honestly, I'm actually really, really happy with these. These might be my favourites, actually, I think. I don't know. So I picked those ones up. And then this was the other set I bought for £7. They had different colours of this. They had a pink one and like a purpley one. I didn't really like the pink one. I put that back. I nearly bought the purple ones, but I'd already bought quite a lot of dice. So as much as I was enjoying myself, I also didn't want to go too mental. So other than the mystery pack and the Barrel of Dice, I've only bought 4 sets of dice so far. So I was just, yeah, trying to be a little bit more smart, basically. But these just had such a beautiful inclusion through the middle. So I picked that up as a set. And they did mystery dice. Oh, my parents have arrived. I might have finished filming this video a little later on. So for me, that's been hours. For you, that's been seconds. But my parents have gone. So finally time to open the mystery bag. And I have a feeling that because I've had to wait a while to open this, that they're going to be bad. But this was a £5, so I'm not expecting big things. I'm expecting some cheap acrylic dice, if I'm honest. I think they're going to be purple. I know I was wrong. They're black. They're like a silvery grey. They're quite nice, actually. They are glittery. They're like a dark silvery grey. They are nice. Would I have picked them up for a £5? I think they're worth a £5, to be fair. I think I'm being harsh there. They are worth a £5 if you were to buy them elsewhere. I have to remember that often you can get some really cheap dice from places like Temu, but then you've got to kind of and ah whether or not morally you agree with Temu, etc. I know I've got some lovely dice from there. I've also got some really poor dice. Speaking of dice, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but there was one company who had a set of dice that I got from Temu, from Temu even, for £1.28. They were selling them for £12.99. I was like, oh, now that is a markup. And they didn't even look like they should be worth £12.99. They genuinely look like cheap. But anyway, that's that. So where was I? I think I've shown you everything except the final store, which I wasn't going to get anything from. And then we went back a couple of times. And in the end, Matt went to me, this is your birthday money. Treat yourself. So I went to Geeky Clean. And if you've heard of Geeky Clean, there's my pencil rolling away. If you've heard of Geeky Clean, they do self-care products. But they do soaps and bath bombs that have dice hidden inside. So Matt chose a soap. He chose this soap. So there were several different ones. This is the Misty Step Dice Bomb Soap. So it smells of eucalyptus, tea tree and lavender essential oils. And this was £10, and you can see which dice are inside. I let him choose which dice they were. I don't have these ones, so I said to him, as long as I don't have the dice, it's fine. Well, I'm in an R in between these ones and another set, but I think I have them, and these looked nicer in the soap. So yeah, that's what he got. So it's a D20 soap. And then I picked up some bath bombs, and I picked up this one because the 4 I've chose smell amazing, but this one for me is the spell that I utilise the most with my main character Squiggly, and that's Firebolt. It actually smells of peach Bellini. It smells amazing. Then I picked up Misty Step because she does also have that spell. She doesn't use it very much anymore because she's got a broom of flying, so she never really nip out of combat anyway. But this one is the same scent as the soap, so I'm hoping that one is nice. Then I picked up Witch Bolt. It's not a spell I use in actual D&D, but it is a spell I quite enjoy using in Baldur's Gate. And this one was mango and papaya. I mostly picked this one up because A, it was purple, and the dice they were saying you could get inside looked really lovely. And I just really love the smell of mango and papaya, so I picked that one up. And the last one I picked up was Snow Fae, but it's the Bardic Inspiration Dice Bomb. I just really quite liked the colour of this, and I really liked the scent, but I did drop this one, so it's kind of cracked a little bit. So I think this will be the first one I use. Just because I don't want it to break any more in the cupboard. And yeah, they were £13. They also had a giant strength one, which was kind of purple and gold. and it had really giant, really lovely purple and gold dice inside, which I really, really wanted, but it was £25, and so 2 of these was the same price as that one. So I went for these ones instead. They also had like bath crumble, which didn't have dice in, but just had pieces of these. So if you didn't want a whole bath bomb, you just wanted a little bit of scent, I thought that was a really good idea. And then they just sold some dice paraphernalia, like dice trays and things. But yeah, I really, honestly, I've been downstairs for a few hours and I've come back up, and this room smells so strongly of these. They have got such an intense scent, which is really, really lovely. So I'm hoping they'll be lovely. I might have one in my bath tonight. And then that's everything that I picked up from Comic-Con. And I'm most happy with some of these dice. I really, really like these ones. I'm thinking as a set of earrings with gold findings, they'll look really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm really happy with what I picked up. Need to unpack some of these dice. I need to start organising my dice into this really cute bag. So as I said, I'll just kind of have them kind of floating about in this dice based on their type, in this bag based on their type of dice. But I just really liked the colours of this. I thought it was really pretty. So yeah, really happy with that. Not sure how much I spent in total, but I took cash with me so that I had a limit, and I literally just took my birthday money with me, and if I ran out, I ran out, but I didn't. So I was very happy with that. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.